Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel. I'm Adam and this is the second video that's going to be uploaded today in honor of Jack's birthday. So happy birthday Jack. I said that in the last video but I'm saying it again. In this video I'm going to be ranking all the dog beasts from my least favorite to favorite, and what class as a dog beast is a beast which is very clearly resembled of a dog, used to be a dog, or has elements of a dog in them, or is literally based on any animal which is part of the dog family. This one I did quite a fair amount of research into because there was a couple beasts on here which I wasn't entirely sure if they're based on dogs or an animal which is part of the dog family. But yeah, I'm relatively confident all of these beasts resemble a dog in one way or another. And with that, let's get into the ranking. I will need to give a heads up though that this is entirely my opinion, so if your opinion is different, please comment below why you think which dog beast is your favourite. And if I do happen to diss or completely rinse a beast which you really like but I don't, then I apologise. Vice versa, if I happen to praise a beast that I really like that you really don't, uh I'm sorry. But this is the benefit of my opinion. I can say what I like about these beasts just as long as they're family friendly. So with that, let's get into the ranking. Starting with my least favorite, and I believe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13th place we have Canis the Shadowhound. Keeping up with tradition, of course, Canis had to be last place because, of course, I dislike this series. And this beast was a standout from Series 16 for good reason. Unfortunately, though, compared to the other dog beasts, I just can't find anything that I like about Canis which can boost him higher up in this list. But I will say the Pitchfork tail and his efforts in the previous tournaments have been good and are better than other beasts here. However, personally, I just don't really like Canis as much as the others do. Whether it's because the other beasts have a better name, in my opinion, or have a better design, I don't know. But for me, Canis is 13th place. In 12th place, we have Luna the Moonwolf. And the reason why Luna is in 12th place is entirely because, for the same reason as Canis, there's nothing really stand out about her. Design wise, is alright, abilities okay, and fight kind of forgettable. Same as Canis. But Canis has done better than Luna in Battle of the Beast. So really, Luna should be last place. But why is Luna above Canis? Well, that is for the stupidest reason I could think of. And that is because Luna's name is great. I actually really like the name Luna. And I like that it reference, and I like that her name is actually linked to her title as well. And that is the only reason why she's above Canis. 11th place, we have Kajin the Beast Catcher. For me, Kajin is actually an underrated beast of Series 12. And that's because the other Series 12 beasts aren't really that impressive. But other than that, I think Kajin's a good beast in my opinion. I do like that he does kind of have a job to catch beasts, whilst he's kind of bad at it, unfortunately. I do I appreciate that this beast actually has a job. Whilst it's not a great job and he doesn't do a great job, then okay, I can't really say much about that. But for me, Kajin is better than the other beasts because his design simply looks better. However, though, there's only so much points I can give him just for having a couple things better. Kicking off the top 10, we have Targro the Arctic Menace. Now, for me, I have gained a little bit more appreciation for this beast since reading Series 13, and yeah, emphasis on the word a little bit more in appreciation. So this beast would normally be below Kajin, but I decided that I'm going to put Targro above Kajin due to an ability which Targro has, which is more like a fox DNA thing, which is dig a hole into the ground, hide in it, and then pounce out onto his prey, which I think is actually very creative. And I did not actually remember that from first read of Targro, but I now do. I do think Targo needs some more recognition. However, he is still the worst beast of Series 13. Or second worst beast, maybe, because I'm now thinking Skirik's probably the worst. But yeah, Targo kicking off the top 10 is not that bad of a spot for a beast that is actually Targo. So yeah, I'll take that. Moving on. Ninth place, we have Osiron, the Fleshless Killer. Now, I will say this beast is probably the furthest from a dog out of every other dog-related beast here. And what I need to say is Osiron is based off a jackal. And I had to do some Googling here, and a jackal is part of the dog family, which, you know, you learn something new every day. As for why Osiron is ninth place, his design is incredible. I do like his design. I like the whole skeletal vibe. However, though, for me, Osiron, it was so underwhelming. The abilities are okay, but nothing to write home about, and the fight was kind of boring as well. To the point where it made other beasts, which normally I would rank a beast like Osiron higher than, it made those beasts look better than him. Which, I guess, if you're trying to make the older books look great, then yeah, you're doing a great job, Osiron, but no, it doesn't work out for me, unfortunately. Osiron is a bit underwhelming, in my opinion, and a bit boring. In eighth place, we have Brutus, the Hound of Horror. And what I need to say about Brutus is, first of all, fantastic name. Second, I do like his whole ability where he can turn into a flammable gas as well. But also you got the fact he controls it. And also he was shown to be a very formidable opponent against Tom in this book. If there's any negative I need to say about Brutus, it is the fact that his weakness is painfully obvious. And that has been his downfall in Battle of the Beasts battles. So yeah, unfortunately Brutus has that against him. Other than that, though, I do think he has a great design and is probably one of the best beasts of Series 11. But yeah, that's all I can really say about Brutus. In seventh place, you have Cayman the Gorgon Hound. Now, for me, Cayman is a beast I've always liked. I never had the full chance to appreciate her, but I have always liked her. My favourite ability of hers is being able to split into 3 forms as well. 3 forms, which really shows how intimidating it is. If you think it's hard to beat 1, it's going to be harder to beat 3. The fight was also quite good as well. That was also the downfall for Cayman, where isn't the brightest. Sorry, where Cayman isn't really the brightest. Where she jumps from a castle onto a drawbridge, which broke under her weight, and then she drowned. So yeah, Cayman didn't think that far ahead there. But other than that, though, I do actually enjoy Cayman. Rather simple, but also a great dog beast. In sixth place, we have Rykar the Firehound. Now, before I've done Battle of the Beasts, or before I've done my Series 20 retrospective, I would never thought about ranking Rykar up so high. But then I came to the realization about something, and that was Rykar is actually quite a good beast. So yeah, that is why Rykar is relatively high up. I do enjoy the fact that he's one of the few evil beasts of the Isle of Ghosts, but then you also got his ability with the whole fireball thing being great, and then he actually made it to Avantia, started wreaking havoc before he eventually drowned. The way in which he died was predictable, but hey ho, what can you do there? But other than that, though, Rykar, I do enjoy. I love the spikes all around him, and I love the fiery mane as well. Really shows the intimidation factor on him. But the fireballs is probably my favourite ability from him, and that's because how much chaos it can actually create. In fifth place, we have Gorog the Fiery Fiend. And for me, Gorog I put over Rykar because I love the design more. With the fiery mane still there, but you know, the fangs coming out of his jaw. Well, not really fangs, but tusks. And also the fact that Fiery Ball ability has been replaced for Fiery Gaze, which I think is even more overpowered. Being based on Varkule, I had to do some Googling on Varkules, and they kind of resemble the dog, so I was like, yeah, I'll make an exception. So yeah, Gorog's on there. Yeah, I do like him more than Rykar for his design being better. Other than that, though, great beast. Nothing really much else to say. But that's going to be the common denominator of most of these beasts I'm talking about. Anyway, moving on. In fourth place, we have Lupix the Ice Wolf. And for me, Lupix is an incredible new beast. And when I say new, I mean part of the New Protectors era. For me, Lupix was one which took me some time to get used to. Originally, I was just like, oh, not a big fan of this beast, a bit bulky. But then I was like, hold on, no. He starts out relatively slender, or like he is now. But when he comes into contact with more water, he loses speed but becomes more defensive and more dangerous. And I'm just thinking, actually, that's good then. Not to mention the frost breath, the everything else about him, incredible. Bringing a blizzard with him everywhere he goes as well. That's also good. As for the fight, I thought it was relatively good. I enjoyed it, and yeah, that's all I can say about Lupix. For me, Lupix is a good beast. Whilst he's not the best of Series 31, he's still a good one in my opinion, which shows the kind of great lengths the newer beast can go to. Beast Quest has not lost their touch, and I see they with with beasts like him, there's still places he can go with it. There's still places Beast Quest can go with creative beasts. In third place, we have Silver the Wild Terror. And for me, Silver is up here for a very strong, intimidating design. Abilities are what you'd expect, but fight was also very good as well. But what? And then we go to Battle of the Beast, where compared to the other two beasts which I've yet to mention, Silver hasn't done that great. But what I think Silver excels at is the whole personal aspect when it came to fighting him. And that is ultimately the reason why I like him and why he's up this high on my list. So, yeah, the common reason why Silver is a popular beast is the reason why Silver's high up on my list. Ultimately, though, when it comes to ultimately, Silver, compared to the other two beasts, in my opinion, is nowhere near as good. But compared to the other dog beasts which I mentioned, Silver is miles better than them. So Silver falls into the common denominator of not being good enough for the best, but being much better than the rest. So yeah, Silver third place in my opinion, and nothing will probably change that unless Lupix gets more respect from me. In second place, we have Lycaxa Hunter of the Peaks, and for me, probably one of the, no, not one of, the best cold environment dog related beast there is. That's a long title. So, Lycax is up this high because he has the ability of wall crawling. With a bark, he can open crevice chasms, make rock slides, create stalactites, all that kind of stuff. Has a great sense of hearing, great sense of smell, enhanced durability, enhanced agility, incredible, and all that while he is blind. Honestly, incredible for Lycax in my opinion. In Battle of the Beast, he went on to become the runner-up of the new generation tournament and has done quite good in other tournaments after it as well. So Lycax has established himself to be a dominant threat in Battle of the Beast and in this book, which makes him, in my opinion, the second best dog-related beast there is, right behind one. And of course, my favourite dog-related beast had to be Carnivora the Winged Scavenger. Being based on the hyena and hyenas being part of the dog family, Carnivora is legit to be on this list. And for me, looking at the selection of dog-related beasts, I knew which one was going to be my favourite. And Carnivora was that one. With the ability of flight, agility, durability, and also being another cold-related dog-related beast, which I've only just noticed myself, was not being meant for the cold environment. She does great to be in a cold environment. So yeah, Carnivora is the best cold-related, dog-related, or just dog-related beast in general, sorry. Flight, agility, durability, heat breath, agility. anything Carnivora has, great. Two fights were in this book. One of Tom versus Carnivora, and another Tom and the Beasts of Tavania versus Malvel. Incredible fights they are, and honestly, really shows Carnivora at her full. And then we go to Battle of the Beasts, where she made it to the semi-finals in the first ever tournament. In the All Generation tournament, made it to the quarterfinals and just missed out in the semi-finals. And in future tournaments, well, how far will she make it? Well, I don't know, but she has done incredible to make it as far as she did in both of those tournaments, and has solidified herself as another dominant threat and also one of the most consistent beasts in Battle of the Beasts as well. Consistently great, by the way. So that is my ranking of the dog related beasts, and let's cut back to me. And with that is my ranking. I hope you enjoyed it. The dog related beasts is a bigger list than the cat related beasts are, so I think we know which animal the Adam Blade company actually prefers more. But I think there's more creative liberty when it comes to a dog related beast than there is a cat one. But other than that, though, it's just weird how both my favorite beasts of a cat and dog are from the same series. But yeah, for me, cats and dogs, I love both the animals. Dogs, I am more fond of, as I do have three of my own. But that doesn't mean I don't like cats. Ultimately, though, I would love to see more cat and dog related beasts in the future. But with what the reputation the newer ones got, I could see them being in the top half of lists, but I don't think they're going to be number one standard. And that's something which I'm okay with. I'm happy with Series 7 being the dominant series for me. Favoritism. But with that's all for this time. Jack, I hope you enjoyed your birthday videos. I hope you had a great birthday, and I look forward to hearing from you and Lucas in the future. As for everyone else, I hope you enjoyed these videos. And unfortunately, I won't be able to upload for quite a while, but when I can, I will. But I'm not abandoning you guys, okay? I promise. I don't abandon people. Not intentionally, anyway. So, with that, I'll see you next time.